what that noise was?
Yeah, that's isn't it kind of like a terrifying?
Yeah, that sounds like a
Trading
smoke alarm.
Views alert sound is like
evil.
You never used alerts, Frank?
No, I don't. I've never used TradingView for trading.
It's very flat Earth that we are on. Which one's the bridge?
Bridge. That's bridge. That's not a bridge. Oh yeah, definitely a bridge.
Definitely bridge. Those are stairs.
Is this a bridge?
It's a roof.
Good question.
Hey, what's a bridge? Oh, I failed.
Motorcycles.
It looks like
motorcycle.
like you are a robot.
And that's a motorcycle, right?
Perfect candle. That green candle right there.
He was smashing the buy button. It's so hard. They're both, honestly, they both were really disciplined. So, James, are you our tiebreaker?
I have to be honest with you. I said that I wanted to talk to you for an exit interview.
Alright guys, welcome back to the very last part of our trading competition. I am here with our panel of judges. Of course, it is Nick and Frank, and we are going to be taking a look at everybody's trading accounts. So if you've been following with us, you know that we've had 8 members of the A1 trading community trading throughout the month of October. They had 3 full weeks to trade, and now that has come to a close, and we're going to be taking a look at all of their accounts to determine who put on the best trading competition or best trading performance throughout the competition. So we have our first contestant pulled up, and we're just going to have Nick and Frank kind of react to what they see.
So right off the bat, there's a lot of trades here. There's a lot.
Yeah. Pull up the chart again.
So James was telling us, giving us the heads up. Euro USD clearly is a fan favorite here. Look at all these. And there's a dollar yen in there. So let's just scroll out here, and we can see
That's just a lot of trades.
they were busy on this chart. Look at how much they were in and out. Wait, okay, so 55,000 units. Look at how many. I wonder if some of these were partials, because like these trades. And this is a 1-hour chart.
Is that a triple buy, or that's a quadruple buy?
One.
And a quadruple sell in the same candle in 1 hour.
Oh wait, so they bought low here, and then they actually.
Is that what that means?
So what I
See
can
the little
say,
tick like right there.
what I can say about this person is, I know, especially in the beginning of the competition, which is, I believe, what you're looking at here is towards the beginning. They were scalping Euro USD a lot. So the reason that you're seeing so many entries, like for example 4 entries on that 1-hour candle, is because they were scalping, I believe, the 5-minute.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So if you go down like the 5-minute, we can see what's going on.
Yeah. I love how this is so foreign to us. We see a bunch of entries and we're like, what is this?
Yeah, that's some activity, man. I feel like Frank and I are kind of more on the swing trade side. So like the idea, the blasphemy of entering 4 times in an hour is like crazy to me. But anyways, Frank, we can also look at this, take a look at all this. See, what is scary to me here is that the account starts at $10,000. That was like our kind of starting point. But what's kind of crazy to me is the inconsistency in what's going on. Like he loses 126, then up 50, then plus 3, plus 45 cents. Like what's happening?
So is he's putting it at break even, I guess.
Maybe
And
that's
closing
what's
out
happening.
at these minimal trades. But then he's realizing large losses.
Yeah, like where did this like randomly we're going kind of smooth here, like tiny little wins. What this shows me, Frank, is it shows me like he's taking profits almost immediately and then
Not cutting losses immediately.
yeah, which can be a tough time. So overall, a little bit rough, and it seems like he was scalping up until the end, and then
Well, wait, scroll
So
down some. I thought I saw something
this
big.
person was scalping heavily in the beginning, but then turned away from the scalping a little bit. He wasn't scalping quite as much towards the end.
okay.
Which is like on like one of those, like that $1,000 loss, for example, I do not believe was a scalping trade. I believe that was supposed to be more of a longer term trade.
So like if he eliminated some of those, like the minus 900, minus 600, whatever we saw, I mean, I think he would be doing pretty well because he's got, stopping out at break even if he needs to, and then realizing one of them is like 130, that's 600.
Yep.
Um,
Like some good ones mixed in there too.
so like you're gonna get wins and loses, but
Yeah.
it looks like he's holding on to the losers way longer than he is with the winners.
Yep.
Really?
We got 10 to go, so maybe we should just keep moving. But I'd say overall, I would say red flag is the really small winners compared to ginormous occasional losses. That's kind of a that's indicative usually of just holding on to losing positions and hoping and praying.
So that person had a total of 39 trades taken, 20 positive, 19 negative.
Yeah, but that was a big
Ooh.
19. Did what was his P&L at the end? Did we?
I
Did
think
we
we
get to see that?
ended. Yeah, we ended like 8,500, 8,600.
8,500 or $8,530.85
Was the remaining balance?
was the remaining balance.
Okay.
All right, so this is person number 2. So obviously nothing. Wait, is this?
Is this active?
Yeah, wait, did that just move? It
That-
is moving.
Somebody's
So-
still going.
Wait, there's a trade on here.
They must have not closed out this position, and they have clearly not looked at
Oh,
it
no.
since the competition ended.
Okay.
So let's
Well,
ignore.
They picked the bottom.
Okay, so
Just
maybe we could
wrong
ignore
side
this
of
and
that.
count it as the closing
Wait, but
balance
then if
was
you-
10,000.
Oh, okay. Account history.
when did they?
Okay.
Yeah, when did they enter that?
So history. So this is just a whole bunch of. There's not a date next. Oh yes, there is. I think this is DC.
Go back
Can
to
you just go
the-
to the trade open?
Yeah, go
and
to
see?
the what
It might show you.
what
the-
was it? Open USD JPY.
Yeah.
Go
dollar
to
yen.
USG. We're already on USD JPY actually. Go to the daily chart.
chart. Okay, so they entered this back here.
So that was
25th.
the last day of the competition.
Okay.
So they entered that on the last day of the competition and then
Gotcha.
never closed it out.
Okay.
Um,
So wait, so if we go back to this and we take a look at the account history, so this person started at 10,000, jumped right off the bat with a Australian dollar trade here. So closed a long position, for pound dollar for $14.50, $17.51, minus 173, $400, minus 350. Honestly, this is a big jump from the last one, I think, because we got a lot of like kind of break-even looking trades on a, it's a 10K account, so a $14 profit is pretty close to like a break-even trade. So
Yeah, and not a whole lot of trades too.
yeah, I actually like this a lot
Yeah.
more. Other than I guess the $1,000 loss that comes out of nowhere. So the only thing that's concerning is like the biggest P&L mover was a loss. But I guess to be fair, well actually yeah, that's a little scary because that's 10% of the account lost.
Can you go to GU? I want to
they
see what
also
happened.
they
there.
closed
yeah.
the trade yesterday.
Oh.
Look, that $46 profit was November 1st.
Oh.
So,
some overtime here.
I don't know what was going on there.
Wait, so Frank, what did you want
I
to
want
look
to
at?
see where that big loss came from because
So
everything else
he's-
was.
He's long, and then he closed out there. He's long, and then he closed out. Long, close.
Maybe go to the 4-hour.
Long. Oh, this is it. See, look at this. He
Oh.
bought like here, and got stopped out here. So that was probably the big loss. But overall, I
Well,
think that's an
wait.
improvement.
It went in his favor
Yeah, that
initially.
looked like it went.
So he's here, and
So
he
he-
gets closed out there.
Right. Okay.
And that's a 90,000. That's a
That's tough.
good size.
He
that's a
bought
0.9
that.
lot
He
size.
bought that after the breakout. There was a huge breakout.
Only
that
for it to
candle-
come all the
Mhm.
way back
Yeah.
That candle right
close to where you bought.
Okay.
That's a tough one.
Account 2, not as bad, and ended up, all things considered, before the dollar yen, the Australian dollar, and this pound dollar trade. Before that, we were looking pretty good. 10,700. That's a 7% gain. Max, balance. I'm sorry, no, actually, balance after was 11% gain at one point. So
This
not
person
terrible.
pretty much finished at break even because according to
Yeah,
my
yeah.
notes here, when I took their final account balance on the last day,
Mhm.
I had them at $10,010.40.
Okay, yeah.
So they didn't. They were basically break even throughout the competition.
So
I
the
mean,
thing
after a
about
month.
break even is overlooked, I think. Break even, if you're break even, you survived pushing through the markets without blowing your accounts. I mean, that's improvement. So
now this person was our least active member in the competition.
okay, so if I go trading panel, we'll get in here.
You'll see that they took 3 trades.
3 trades.
Oh, wow.
And
Really
yet,
good
look at that.
profit overall.
Overall came out at 10.6K. It's a 6% gain. Bigger winners than losers. I mean, if I take 3 trades, it's very rare that I would only take 3 trades in a month. But I believe this was 3 weeks. So
Yeah.
1 trade a week is actually not outrageous.
So what I can say about this is, so obviously I have been keeping up with everything all these people were doing. I was reacting to their update videos as well as checking in on their accounts throughout the trading competition, and you'll notice there that $844 profit was on October 12th. The competition started on October 5th. So 1 week after the competition started, he took that trade, and he did not take another trade for the next 2 weeks. Now, in his final update video, he did explain that he was looking for entries, but for him personally, he just didn't see anything that he felt like he could get in on. So it wasn't from a lack of trying, it was just from a lack of interest.
That's exactly what you want to do too. If you don't see anything, you don't force a trade. And to highlight something here, we saw the first guy took like 1 million trades only to come out somewhere in drawdown, like well under 10K. The other person took like substantially less, but still a good bit of trades, broke even. This guy took 3 trades in the month and made 8%.
That's
So
actually that's a good point, because
I think Frank's right on. I mean, it's less is more. You can trade like a spaz, and I think a lot of people think that that's what they need to do when they get on this stuff. But it is so true, like quality over quantity all day long, because it's not about making your money quickly. It's about prolonging your money, being there when the trades count. I mean, look at this. This is a really nice trade that this person caught. There's like a breakdown of momentum here on Kiwi dollar, and it dropped like a rock. And they had the patience too. I mean, patience to hold this. This is hard too. Here's another side of the trade. It's easy to just look at this and be like, oh yeah, I sold here and bought here. But it takes patience to hold a trade through a drop like that, because most people struggle with, like, as soon as profit gets on the table, they want to snatch at it, which we saw with that other person's account. So
Yeah.
I'd say this is the best one so far.
Oh, I wish he would have held it longer. Look, it continued to drop.
Yeah, look at that. If he had held, he probably would have won the competition. But you can play that game all day long. If I had, bought the NASDAQ at the very bottom and held it to the very top, I'd
profits are profits.
Yeah, exactly. That's good stuff, to be honest.
Learn when to take your money.
Yep, definitely agree.
All right, so our next contestant struggled a little bit.
Okay.
This person, I remember reacting to their update videos. This person, they absolutely knew what they were talking about. They put the work in, but I think that October just wasn't their trading month. They hit a little bit of a rough patch. 23 trades, 1 positive, 22 negative.
I'm right there with you, brother. October
Why is that
was
so
not
relatable? Yeah, October was
our
tough.
month.
Oh my goodness, look at this. Why is this? Did I just log into my account? I'm just kidding, but
That's
it's a
tough.
little similar. October was definitely a tough month, though.
It's very red.
Look at this. So I wonder what was going on because he's trading a really diverse set of things. He's got lots of different pairs. He even jumped into some NASDAQ stuff. No wonder that was red. Me too. Well, actually, no, he was short and he went red.
But he took a $2 gain. He probably realized that this thing was moving like crazy.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm just going to stop out when I hit break even.
So count went from 10,000 at the beginning, ended up at, 55, 67. So
and here's the other thing I'll say. If you look at his losses, they're all right around $200. So you know that he's being consistent. He has a strategy. He's using a certain amount of, he's risking a certain amount of leverage. He's not really shying away from it. So,
He's short a lot on all these different things.
He did. He basically shorted everything. He was shorting the entire market, basically.
Interesting. So he's short here, and then it pops against him. So I wonder, did he just have a truly horrible streak of losses, like in terms of like proper setups, or was he just kind of like
Yeah, did he
firing
hold on
from the
to it
hip
for
or
too
something?
long? Like that went in his favor. That trade went down
Let's
at least a
Euro
little
USD.
bit.
And then it didn't jump too high either. So I wonder if his stops are just like way too close.
So he shorted it right around here. I don't hate that idea. I mean, rejection kind of,
Especially with that candle right there on the 4 hour, you'd think,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, maybe it's time to go down some.
and he's stopping out like relatively quickly. It's not like any of these are ginormous losses. It just seems that I actually, this one, it's still sitting at resistance. So I think it's easy to look at this and just be like, oh my gosh, he's just taking everything wrong. But
And again, on that entry right there, he had the right idea. He was just a little bit too early.
Yeah.
Right before, not too long after he entered that thing dropped like crazy.
yeah.
So again, I think that this person absolutely was putting the work in. I think that they were just a little unlucky.
Yeah, sometimes you just, honestly, that's the thing. People don't understand the idea of variance in
Yeah,
trading. Like,
that-
you just have bad streaks.
The
Especially with
timing
tight
is-
stops.
The
you know.
timing is a little off, but like you're not going to be perfect. But that's like where your risk comes in. So
Mm-hmm.
the less you risk, maybe the more patient you are. So like if you're in a little early, maybe just hold on to it for a little longer, because clearly some of them did work out. But
Well, and see, here's the thing too. So he's risking, let's say, $200 a trade. $200 a trade. That's 2% per trade. And sometimes people think it's crazy when I'm like, yeah, 2%'s a lot. Well, this is what happens sometimes in the markets. You just enter, like, let's say, it seems like a lot of the stuff that he was doing was shorting things against the dollar, and the dollar was really strong all month. So if you kept taking shorts against the dollar, shorts against the dollar, shorts against the dollar, it's not outrageous to think, yeah, you're gonna have a lot of losses in that period of time, especially if you're trading so frequently, which you can see there's just tons of trades. It's almost like stacking a bunch of dollar shorts all on top of each other. So I guess in this case he's long on dollar yen. So I guess he was kind of doing a little bit of both, but yeah, that's just tough losing streak there.
there would be some months where this would be the exact opposite.
Yeah.
In a dollar bearish month.
And so if you were only risking like 0.5% or 0.25%, and let's say the next month it's like the opposite, like you have tons of winners, you might have survived the 2-month period. But again, risking 2% can very quickly start really eating at an account if you're not careful.
And yeah, although he is consistent, I think maybe he just didn't catch on to what was happening.
Yeah.
Like the dollar was just too strong, and he never went with it. He just was like, I'm not going to adjust to it. I'm going to stay with my short bias on it, which just didn't work out this month.
All right, so I'll give you the stats on this person. Their account pretty much break even, just a little bit of a loss. 36 total trades, 13 positive, 23 negative.
Okay. Oh, they just had an
And their
alert.
alert just went off.
Okay, let's go trading panel, get into their trading.
Using alerts, that could be a positive.
Is that what that
Yeah.
noise was?
Yeah, isn't it kind of like a terrifying?
Yeah, that sounds
It's
like a
trade-
smoke alarm.
Trading View's alert sound is like
Evil.
You never used alerts, Frank?
No, I don't. I've never used TradingView for trading.
okay. So let's see. It starts at 10,000. Lots of currency pairs. It seems like everybody's loving their currency pairs.
Yeah, a little gold in there.
Little gold. Let's go look at gold. Let's see what's going on with gold. Everybody loves gold. So, all right. Here's gold, and lots of gold trades. Let's see. Was he taking both? No, he was short here.
Then he was long. It looks like he's doing all the right things.
So the blue, he's closed. So he's short and then he covered, short, and then he covered and then he bought. Oh yeah, so he straight up went long, but then he closed it really quick, like as soon as it went in his favor. Bought,
Again.
closed right away. Like those are some tight. That must be like almost scalping, because you can see. I mean, had he held any period of time longer, he would have been in a monster mover.
Well, that was what that one. He did hit on that one right there. That to your right a little bit.
Okay,
He
look
bought
at that.
there, and then caught a really nice move here.
Yeah, it seems like this guy just needs to be holding his trades because he actually was spot on.
He's had the right idea every time.
And look at that run. I mean, that's a nice push on gold. This is context. This is with all the geopolitical stuff going on. The gold was just shooting up, straight up. So he was on the right side of that move. It seems like he shorts here and he covers. So that's another nice trade. Maybe I'm just not seeing it, but I guess maybe he's thinking like rejection here. It's going to sell off from here. That one's tough for me. Again, I think like if you caught this move, that's a great move. It's a lot of strength. It's hard to turn, even though it did work out for him. I think like shorting right after being long there is tough for me. But again, that's just
Can we see
personal
what he
style.
made? Because I know James said he was break even, but all those gold trades look pretty solid.
If you scroll up to the top, it looks like he may have had some active
I took
trades.
silver.
Can you scroll up to the very top for me, please?
Mhm.
Yeah, okay. So he had a trade closed yesterday too. So what I did was in this situation was when I called the competition, I only counted trades that had closed. So if you had a trade that was positive in your favor, did not count. If you had a trade that was negative in your favor, it did not count. So some of these people may have had stop losses, take profits, things like that.
Okay.
So, so for example, his very last trade closed yesterday, well after the competition was over. So I actually have him finishing at $9,973.38 before that
Okay.
last $233 loss there.
So let's see. He was trading a little pound New Zealand. Or maybe I'm just on the wrong chart.
You're on pound yen.
Pound yen. That's what I thought it was on. Pound yen. Let's see what else we can find him on.
So, okay, wait. Look at all these gold trades.
Mm-hmm.
So there he had a stretch of really good numbers.
He took a Bitcoin trade.
Was that at the end? Or
Bitcoin.
No, right there, right below. Yeah, 373 BTC USD.
Nice. Good time to
Oh,
buy
he took
Bitcoin.
a couple Bitcoin trades.
Oh, this is. Oh, look. He closed right here.
Oh, man.
That is so unfortunate.
I mean,
15% for
Looking at that chart,
obviously-
would you?
Yeah, I mean, because if you put yourself here with it, you know.
I don't know if I would
yeah.
hold on to that.
But oh my goodness, that was competition winning right after that.
Yeah.
But obviously, people have different ways of exiting trades. I mean, sometimes people take this is of course in hindsight the take profit model can sometimes look foolish when you're like, okay, I'm out, and then it shoots way past, right? Then he goes short though. That is bravery. To short Bitcoin in general is
well, it
very
worked
aggressive.
out, right? That,
No, he shorted here, closes up here.
Oh, that little tick.
Yeah.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
But okay, overall, not horrible there, right? I mean, that was overall he had the right idea. I think it just seemed like he needed to hold some of those winners a little bit longer.
I'm still liking that that other guy who took only 3 trades.
Yeah, same. So far, like he had 2 small losses, 1 good sized win. Confirm you're not a robot. Okay, which one's the bridge? Bridge.
That's bridge.
That's
That's
a
not a bridge.
bridge.
Oh yeah, definitely a bridge.
Definitely bridge.
Those
Those
are
are stairs.
Is this a bridge?
It's a roof.
Good question.
Hey, what's a bridge? Oh, I failed.
Motorcycles.
It looks like
motorcycle.
looks like you are a robot.
And that's a motorcycle, right? Just kidding. Okay. Whew, I passed.
Congratulations.
Thank God. All right.
All right. This person took by far the most trades of the competition.
More than the other guy?
More than the other guy.
I'm
A
almost
lot-
scared to see this.
A lot more than the
What?
other.
Oh, these are open trades.
Open positions.
Jeez, wait, what is going on? There's only 10,000 in the account.
He's at negative
Wait, is he
He's-
negative
he's-
balance?
Blown his account apparently.
He blew it and
Oh.
then some. My
How many
goodness.
trades open did he have at the end? The
Wait, this is wild. Look at this. All I'm noticing, 5,600. Oh, we're done. No, we're back, baby. Back up to 8,000.
This person was a little all over the place.
Oh, my goodness.
This is.
He made it back to 9.
You'll remember, Nick. This is the person who was having some trouble with their account.
Oh,
And I had to give them
Wait,
a
scroll down some.
slight reset.
A little more.
This is all the
So
way.
I
Oh, wait,
counted this
they go
person
up,
at
I mean.
44 trades. I
There's-
believe it was actually closer to 60-something trades.
So he had
60-something trades.
he
Oh
had
my
two
goodness.
really bad trades that put him under. I mean, he was already under
Both
10K,
on gold. Why is that? I mean, that's got to be that's the retail
silent
account
killer.
blower. Yeah, that one just out here taking names. I must be on the wrong gold chart. Hold on.
Yeah, they may have not been trading OANDA. 8cap. Shout out 8cap.
Yeah. What's up, Eightcap? Gold. So this is the chart they were on. Oh my gosh. That is a messy
Hmm.
in, out, in, out. Look at this. Okay, so long, right? Oh my goodness. Oh no. Wait, what? Oh, he must have shorted it. So he shorted it and then covered back. Lots of
Okay.
gold trades here.
So does that mean he double shorted there, or is that just another cover?
Oh, I think he must have cover or did something and then close again. I guess it's probably easier if we go on like a lower time frame because this guy's definitely trading lower time frames.
He on the 1 hour, he still entered 3 times on that one candle.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, which would have worked out.
He was smashing the buy button. Look at that. Sold, bought, sold, sold. Oh, he took 2 sells in a row here. Oh, and then he covered it.
That's honestly
Aw.
not a bad sell if you're looking at the candle on the, what is this, 1 hour?
Mm-hmm.
That little red one that's just kind of looks like exhausted from going up. But
Yeah, so
And again-
overall, this one definitely the toughest one so far.
Can we
I'd
look
say.
at those active trades?
Yeah, what is going on here?
So what is the $7,000 loss?
Oh, $7,000 on pound Swiss. Let's pull it up. Pound
Jeez.
Swiss 8-cap. Let's see.
that's just wrong. On a
He-
10K
and
account,
he's
you're
shorted.
down 6K on one trade.
He's
You
still
don't
got
do
his
that.
target in there though, Frank. Don't worry. It's coming
It'll
back.
hit at some point.
Give it a year.
Give it a year. Currencies over time, they go sideways usually. So wow, look at that. That's a tough trade. Because at this point, I mean, obviously, we've all been there. We've all made like a mistake like this where you just like hold on to a loser too much. But this, like, there's just no. I feel like there's no validating like holding on to this trade.
Well, I think this guy's also, he's on a demo account.
That's-
so
Can we
he's,
see
he's
what
just trying
day
to
he
see
entered this?
how ridiculous
He
it can
entered
go.
right here. I think.
So I assume that he had a limit order placed on this because that is Thursday the 26th, the day after the competition ended. So I'm thinking that was probably a limit order that he never. I mean, I never required anybody to like go in and cancel all of your orders once the competition's over. So I assume that he had a limit order placed that never got triggered until after the competition.
Oh.
And obviously he hasn't logged back in since then. So.
Oh my god! I hope he doesn't, because Nasdaq has said "see you later," and never.
That's a big oof.
You do. If there's one trade in this green Earth that we are on, you do not.
This
ever,
very green earth.
This very flat Earth that we are on. I'm just kidding. You do not want to be short the Nasdaq.
Up in space, the
and holding-
astronauts are waving.
The Nastronauts have completely. I mean, Frank and I are going to meme on this because we're both long indices right now. So, obviously, this is tough. To be completely fair, Frank and I flipped this around. We were like long when it was dropping like a rock. So, that was tough.
I mean, if you think about it, though, he shorted at the exact wrong time.
Yeah.
Maybe this guy just needs to think about what he's going to do and then do the opposite.
I've tried that, Frank. It doesn't work. Because then
no,
it
it
starts doing
doesn't.
what you thought it was going to do. No, okay. Overall, that was a little bit rough, but
Yeah. I just don't think that guy really cared.
maybe he
about-
just kind
like he was trying to see if he could blow it out of the water or just bust. And
Yeah, that's probably true.
Second to last person. This person had 13 trades, 8 positive, 5 negative.
Okay, second to last one. And This
immediately
person's not trading NAS.
go to how many trades.
Let's see how many trades. So
Okay, nothing open. That's a good sign
no positions
already.
closed out. Oh, look at this. We got
Decent
a positive
number.
close here.
So yeah,
And that's a healthy
Look
number
at
of
that.
trades in
So-
a month.
13
Realizing giant gains and
Mhm.
then minimizing loss, taking
That's nice.
$100, $200 losses in return with $1,400 gains.
Here's the big one,
$100 every-
Euro USD.
So yeah, 13 trades, 8 positive, 5 negative.
Look at this. So okay. So look at this. Euro USD, some nice space between these trades. And what I like is there's some, like I said, some space. We're not like scalping the 1 minute. So this person bought and then they closed. They bought, closed, bought, took a loss. But look at how controlled that is. Like entered.
Yeah.
I mean, this is bullish, right? I like that bullish trend. He buys.
It broke the trend line. He's like, okay,
look
I'm
at
out.
that.
And bam, out of there.
Look at that first sell too. Got out at the very perfect position right before it skyrocketed.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Look at that. Dang, that's a sweet sell. Very nice. Okay,
Yeah, this
so
guy
overall,
definitely knows what he's doing.
so we got $1,400 on that one nice euro dollar trade. That's awesome. And then consistent, and like Frank said, like the losses are so small, which is nice. Like never letting the loss become a big issue. Yeah, and also, you know what I noticed? He's not trading a ginormous basket of things. He's trading a lot of euro. So euro dollar, euro pound, pound CAD, Aussie yen, Kiwi yen. And pound CAD.
Just
I
trade
said
what
that.
you know.
Yeah, so he stuck to a finite number and really smoothened out and started just trading euro dollar here, which I like that. So
I'm really impressed with like the euro dollar trades he's been taking.
yeah, those are nice. And I
Yeah.
really like this uptrend play that he did. Like that was clean, stuck with it, and then he got out.
Then there's a little back and forth
Mhm.
that happens, and then close out when you know like, okay, this trade is over.
Yeah.
So
This is
the
quality.
other thing that I'll say about this person, if you look at their account balance, this person had the not that account balance was everything in this competition, but this person finished with the most profit. They finished with $12,301. But again,
So that's a 23% gain.
account balance isn't everything. We want to, the reason that we're having Nick and Frank review everybody's accounts is because we want to see entries, we want to see exits, we want to see consistency. We don't want to see too many trades. We want to take a look at the big picture. We want to look at the trading performance as a whole.
Yeah.
So
So far,
very nice
yeah.
on the account balance, but also consistent and solid trading overall too. I think.
Yeah, so far I'd say this is probably the lead that we've seen of all of them, but I would give that one a good grade. That's an A for
Yeah.
sure. That's nice. Okay, so we have one more. So let's take a look
One
at
more,
our
yeah.
last person.
And 12% in a month, the S&P lost however many percent.
Yeah, I think that's something also to think about. Traders love to think that shooting for 20% a month or something is like realistic, but the truth is if you can like outperform the S&P 500, you are beating statistically almost every trader on the planet. Like, so you got to think if somebody's being able to do 23% in the month or whatever, and doing it with keeping those risks small, like there were no giant losers in there, which I thought was really impressive. So
Yeah.
this is our last one.
Last person,
Okay.
12 total trades, 9 positive, 3 negative.
Okay, so that's a good hit rate right off the bat.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got here. So no open trades, account history. Oh, I like this already too.
Very consistent.
10K starting, of course, worked up to final balance, 7% gain, $711 on the account. Same thing, no giant losers. Seems like we were risking max of $291 a trade, 245 and a 90. So only 3 losers, and let's see, what was he trading? He was trading S&P, gold, S&P, gold. Okay. I like the consistency in what he's trading. UJ, EU, gold. This looks like almost exactly what the basket of things that I personally trade. A lot of S&P, gold, and a couple dollar crosses. So I like, obviously I'm a little biased. Those are the things I like to trade. And Frank, I know you're kind of the same way with these things.
It is also because of his win rate, I think, is what's carrying him over, because his losers are bigger than his winners, but he has more winners overall.
Yeah. So he traded gold. We can take a look at some of the... Wait, this is interesting. Look at this. So he bought 13. He sold 6. He sold 4. He sold 3, I would imagine. Yeah. So he picked up 13 CFDs or 13... I'm not exactly sure how CFDs work for this, but again, he bought gold here and he closed partials on the way up. I like that. So he bought over here in... I wonder what was the idea behind this. Was this a daily chart trade? Like, we got to see what he was thinking to get in on... Like, why this low? Oh.
Yeah, that support zone.
Long term to 18. This man caught the bottom of the gold pullback. That's actually props to this guy because that's impressive.
That's the opposite of what I did.
I caught the bottom of the gold move, but I was short. No, not actually, but I was surprised by how much this thing came back. But this guy caught the bottom. Look at that support zone. Beautiful.
And then that perfect candle, that green candle right there.
Mm-hmm. And then he goes long again. So he closes out his final trade. And I wonder what gets him in here. This is interesting because look at this. So
he's looking at a breakout maybe.
So he goes long, partials all the way up. Final partial was after a rejection at this resistance. I really like that trade. Like that, really nice. Higher time frame trade. It's a daily chart. To have the patience in a 3-week competition to take a daily chart trade is honestly impressive by itself.
Yeah.
Because that takes a lot of patience. So anyways, that happens. Then he buys... Oh, so he's thinking breakout, you think, Frank?
Yeah.
Because look at this.
After that run up, which was insanely hot, like, to see that amount of gain in such a short period of time, that's that's a pretty big indication of a strong uptrend. And
yeah. And I guess I see what he's kind of thinking here. You have this downward, like, arguably lower highs kind of concept.
And the fact that
and
price, the daily chart after that massive green one didn't come all the way back down, was kind of like, okay, well, buyers are still keeping price up.
Yeah, you've got like some weak red candles in here. These aren't like massive red denials. And then I guess he is still in this trade, right? So he must be in a trade. Where's the trade? He must have closed it or something?
I guess.
Yeah, I was looking for that too. I was looking for this close out there, but I don't know.
Wait, what day was that? The 18th? Can you go back to the history?
So 18th, close short position. Oh, so I think he shorted.
He shorted on that next candle.
Oh, we read that wrong.
Where did he close?
He closed. Okay, I get it. He shorted at this level, which again, we hit resistance, but then he made the decision to close, which I actually think is not a bad idea. So he closed.
I mean, I was justifying his buy there, but at the same time, that's where I did take a short there, I remember. It's where when price looked at that, looked kind of exhausted or whatever. But yeah, that's just like a 50-50 shot there.
And really quickly, what else was this person trading? So a lot of gold.
A little bit of NAS in here. S&P.
They started off doing gold and S&P.
Let's
take a look at their S&P trade.
SPX 500. Let's see if this was which SPX. OANDA SPX 500. Okay. So trades on the, let's go 4 hour for a second. Okay. Long trade here. Maybe thinking breakout, retest.
Yeah. And then
partials again. I like the partials concept.
So that's a short position then, right?
I I think so. So, well, let's see. He bought
Then
7,
partials, and then partials one more time.
sold 4,
Oh, so he's
Sold
taking
1.
partials this whole time.
sold
Sold
2.
2.
So these are all partials. So he got out of partially. I mean, I like that model. Honestly, if I didn't trail stops, I would do partials. I like to trail stops, but partials ultimately kind of do the same thing. The idea is like you're locking in profit.
Yeah.
So, anyways, nice. I like that trade. That's a clean S&P. And look at this. He played it better than I did because I had some, Frank, we were talking about this earlier today. I had some NAS and S&P bullishness that I was early on, and I did not do any of that sort of thing, like trail stops, take partials, and I held it to a loss. So
Yeah, that's the thing is you get caught in that upside, and you want to keep it open, but
yeah.
you also want to know when to realize some money.
I'm going to say I think I'm really torn between these last two because I really love the partials discipline. I got to say, even though this guy didn't do as much in terms of gain, the partials concept. Frank, what do you think?
I honestly liked the guy before
Okay.
because what we saw there was big winners and smaller losers relative to the amount made and amount lost. And we also just saw more, I guess, consistency. This was strong. I think the only thing is, his losers were like twice the amount of his winners for the most part.
Yeah.
There's a big $300 one, $380.
Well, part of the reason that his winners were smaller is because he was doing the partials.
Yes.
So you have to kind of factor in all three. Like for example, his S&P was 3 separate trades that he closed, but if you took all of those together, that's really his profit on his one.
But it's like he's not. You can't take partials, I guess, when you're short or something. Or I don't know how. I've never taken partials on trades, but so like if he had just closed out big time and those 3 smaller amounts could just be one.
Yeah. So,
versus like when he stops out, it's a big loss. But when he makes partial profit, he's
like
making
little
like
ones
minor.
mixed with a bigger one.
So like for example, let me see
sense.
this 3 S&P trades, and I'm just curious to see how much he made on those.
So this was like
So 78.60 was the first one. 78.60 plus what was the next one? 85.40 plus 85.40.
I think he
plus,
closed a big chunk first. So hold on. It's 201.
And 201.60.
So he closed a big chunk
Two-
first.
oh.
It seems like he closes a big chunk first, and then he leaves a little left to run. And that's like
It's really hard to pick between the two, though. It's like now we have to be very nitpicky with them.
All in all, on that S&P trade, he profited $365.60.
Okay. I'm going to say that as a partials profit-taking appreciator, but not one, I don't do it myself, I think I would pick this person, but it's so hard. They both were really disciplined, and both people, Frank and I were able to pretty quickly understand what they're doing. The previous guy had really good, like, bullish views on the euro dollar, like it made sense. So there was, I don't know.
Well,
I would
here's
say,
the thing now. So this guy made what was it, 7%?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
The other guy that we just looked at made 12%.
He made 23.
23%.
Yeah, because he had 12,300.
So he made a lot more. I also am thinking about the guy earlier on who only took 3 trades but made 8%.
The first guy had 23%, really small losses, $200 max loss. And this person had $300 max loss, I guess, or like $290, but he's doing partial, so it's a little bit confusing at first. So I don't know, Frank. What do you think? The previous guy or this guy? Top pick.
I'm gonna go with the previous guy.
Okay. So I think I like this guy, to be honest, the last guy. So James, are you our tiebreaker?
I guess I'm the tiebreaker.
You're the tiebreaker. You did the competition.
I
You put in
did.
so much work for this. So
I did.
You
and
pick.
I was hoping it wouldn't come down to this.
Well, let's rehash why you think this guy should win, and then I'll say why the other guy should win.
I think for me, what I really like about the last person here is that I can tell their trading setups are pretty clean. Like just pulling up, all we have here, we just have your entries and exits. We don't have like your analysis in front of us. We just have the entries, we have the exits. And I can tell pretty quickly why you took the trades. I like the setups and the partials concept. He's been really consistent with the way he exits trades, acknowledging market structure. Like I think he's probably getting out because he sees resistance looking left. Like I understand the logic. It seems pretty consistent. Not that I think that the other guy is bad. I just connect really well with the way this person's strategy seems really clear. So
Yeah.
what's your idea? So the last guy, the
I
euro
agree.
dollar longs and stuff.
So overall, both were very good. The only thing is that other guy, not only did he have consistency in the trades, but also the risk. And, took big wins, small losses relative to, how much he's risking in the overall account. And then also that the fact that, I just agreed with a lot of the setups he was choosing from. Plus the guy made the most money too.
Yeah,
And
he
at
did,
the end of
yeah.
the day, that's
That's a factor.
that's kind of what it's about. Like if this was real money, okay, if you're taking partials, that's
Yeah.
consistent and like it's been working for you over time. But like in a month to see an account that's 23% higher than it started.
That is honestly, it's impressive. And to point out 23% with no major red flags in there. Like it was 23% without
and it wasn't
like
wild
giant
swings in the
drawdowns.
market.
Yeah,
That's the only
crazy
reason.
good. So
If it was just $1,000 loss, $2,000 gain,
Yeah, that's-
$3,000 loss, that
I
would be a
agree.
red flag. But this
I
guy
agree.
was consistent on the big wins and then kept his losers small.
yeah, I would say honestly, both of these people did a really good job. Very impressive. Frank and I got their setups. You could tell, like it's crazy. From only order executions, we could tell the difference, like immediately between somebody who had more of a detailed plan, their stuff was put together well, and they stuck to it. So James, what's the final verdict, man?
So I've actually pulled up the other contestants' account, and I've been looking at it a little bit. Could you pull up their account history on here?
Mhm.
I'm curious. So USD, JPY, S&P, gold. Can you scroll up for me, please?
Mhm.
Euro, NAS, USD, JPY, gold. Man, it's so tough because the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The last 8 trades out of his 13 trades on this account were all on the Euro USD. So he really nailed in the Euro USD, and he did really well. Whereas this person, I think, had a little bit more variance going back and forth between the S&P and gold, and also performed very well. So it's like, on one hand, you have one person who found what was working for him, and it worked really well. On the other hand, you have somebody who was trading a few more things and also doing pretty well. And I think that's going to be the tiebreaker for me, is the fact that the other person performed very, very well. Both of these people performed very, very well. And their strategies were clear. They had great entries and exits and minimized risk. But the last person really narrowed in on Euro USD, and they did it really well. But this person consistently traded a couple different things, and I would say did all of it well, including Euro USD. In fact, you can see their last trade was $113 profit on Euro USD. So because this person traded a wider range and was able to do it successfully still, I'm going to say they put on the best performance.
Okay. I'm glad you've locked your answer in. I'm going to say, when you were saying that, I started thinking on my own answer and being like, wait, trading one pair really well consistently is actually really impressive too.
Would
So-
you like to see it? I have it right
No,
here.
no. I mean, I saw like you talking about just like his.
So this is all Euro USD right here, and you
Yeah.
can see this is his last 8 trades, Euro
Just
USD.
consistent.
Honestly, like I said, both of these were super impressive, and you could take James's point about trading variety versus trading one. And at the end of the day, for the viewers who are watching this, there is not a right answer, but there is the true answer, which is whatever's working for you, right? If it's making money for you, do it. But if you are jumping chart to chart and like you're just wandering aimlessly, I would actually say for most people, narrowing your focus is probably better. Sticking to something like euro dollar, like Frank pointed out, honestly very impressive that he was able to find what was grooving for him and just stay there. And honestly, that like for Frank and I, we over the years, I certainly have narrowed my scope. Like I don't trade as many things. I still trade like probably 5-6 things, but
I used to trade everything.
yeah, like
and,
we've narrowed over
and
time.
that didn't work out.
So
yeah,
honestly,
in a sense, putting all your eggs in one basket, as in figure out what works for you, which pair just makes sense to you, and what like you can follow things too easily on the economic front, and if you use fundamentals, like track one thing, and don't like complicate it with all these different currencies and economies. Just focus on what you want to do, and he just showed that he could like figure out one pair really well.
Yep. Well, I guess
Are you
congrats.
changing your vote, Nick?
No, I'm sticking to it. I
Okay.
do really like the partial strategy.
And I would also like to say, I don't think that this person was jumping from chart to chart. I think they only traded 5 assets: gold, S&P, euro, and then like 2 other things. So, and they were able to do it all successfully. So, but I agree with what you're saying about being able to narrow in on something and perform well on that. I don't know, but
Yeah, that's good.
I wish they could both be winners. Honestly.
Yeah. Well, I guess congrats to the winner, and
I guess
it was
so. I
pretty
should,
awesome.
I
Yeah,
should
we
tell
don't-
you
we don't
who
know
these
their
2
names
people
yet.
are.
Yeah, who's the winner?
So this person,
Who's our person? I guess our pick.
this is Usi.
Frank picked
This-
Uzi.
No,
This is
I
Uzi.
picked. Oh, this
This
is
is
okay.
Uzi.
I picked Uzi. Okay. All
this
right.
is Usi, and the other person was Josh.
All right.
Josh.
Well, congrats
Okay.
to Uzi for winning, right? Who's winner? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm getting mixed up. Okay,
Usi,
cool.
Usi, congratulations!
congrats.
Usi is our winner. Usi and Josh, and everybody did a really good job. Again, I've said this so many times, but being able to put yourself out there and trade publicly for a competition, especially when you've never done anything like this before, it's really tough.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Josh. I was fighting for you.
Well done to everybody. That was awesome. I appreciate everybody who participated, and big shout out to James for putting this together. So, James, well done, man.
Thanks.
I have to be honest with you. I said that I wanted to talk to you for an exit interview, but the truth is, Usi, I wanted to let you know that you are the winner of our trading competition.
Whoa, nah, you can't be serious.
Yes,
You
Usi,
can't be serious with me right now.
we decided that you ultimately had the best trading performance throughout our competition. So I wanted to hop on a quick call and get your reaction to that.
Wow.
Yeah, congratulations.
Wow.
We're gonna get you all of your prize stuff, $100. We're gonna get you the Edge Finder, and I believe the Discord too as well. So you're gonna get full access to the whole A1 trading set of stuff. And yeah, congratulations, Usi. You definitely deserve it.
Oh my God, man. Like, I really can't believe this. You no idea how, like, what this means to me, like, on a very serious note. I really appreciate it. I could never be more thankful and grateful for just everything, including this opportunity right here. I'm really, really thankful on a very serious note.
Yeah, well, it was an absolute pleasure getting to watch you trade throughout the competition. You and everybody else did a a great job. And honestly, it came down to the wire. I'll let you watch the video when it comes out and let you see that decision making for yourself. But it was a close one, but ultimately we decided that you had the best performance. So congratulations again, Uzi. I'm very excited to get to tell you that you're the winner of the competition.
Amazing. No, I really thank you. I really appreciate you, James. And I just think, this whole thing, I mean, obviously I already thanked everyone on my last, video, but I just, this is surreal to me. Like, this is, like, I'm having a hard time believing that I'm even not dreaming right now, For me, at least, that's like the highest degree of honor that I've gotten this year, having to win the first competition that is conducted by the A1 Trading Show. Yeah, but I'm really just appreciative. I'm even speechless right now. And I'm usually not someone speechless, like I'm usually someone who always has something to say, but I'm really just, like this caught me off guard. I don't want to lie. And please do pass my gratitude also to Nick and Frank. I just thank those guys so much, and I don't know, I can't wait for especially the Edge Finder. I was really honestly, the money and just everything is okay, but getting the Edge Finder tool to me was like the highest prize. Like, I've been wanting that software for the longest time. So to finally have it is, I don't know. It's like, it's unbelievable on a serious note.
Don't forget to check out the links in the description if you want our broker recommendation, access to our free Discord, free Edge Finder, or want to chat with us on Telegram. Remember, you can watch us live in the markets every morning starting at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, and we have lots more free trading tools and content available on our website, a1trading.com. Thanks for watching.